In the next 10 seconds, try this, say it softly, but with full respect. From today, I stop begging life. I speak with loving authority and clear wisdom. If a small current moves through your chest that isn't make-believe, it's your body remembering a long-lost frequency, the authority of the spoken word. The wealthy don't plead with money. They speak as if their word is law. This video isn't about begging. It's about commanding gently, never aggressive, steady, never arrogant, so money and opportunity drift toward you under grace and in perfect ways. Florence Scovel Shinn calls your word the conductor of reality. Begging assumes I lack. Command assumes I already have. The universe simply mirrors your strongest assumption. Command here never means pushing people or fighting higher order. It means harmonizing with your divine design, right thing, right time, right way. We'll use the 3T rule so your words carry power. Tone, grounded voice. Tempo, unhurried, decisive, and timing speak when your mind is calm. And yes, I'll show why within 24 hours is realistic. When you shift frequency, life lays down event bridges, signals calls, orders, refunds, discounts, opportunities that move you to the nearest result you're ready to receive. Picture hearing. Today the bill was reduced, an old client returned, unexpected refund, operating costs dropped beautifully, or a money-making idea just clicked. These aren't random, they're doors opening. And you'll open them not by shouting, but by gracious declaration. Here we add Florence's safety clause. What's divinely right for me comes under grace and in perfect ways, taking from no one and violating no one's free will. You don't have to wrestle, you need to align. When your language moves from I hope to I declare, body and mind line up, anxiety eases and reality starts to make way. Your 24-hour roadmap, 3 steps: reset, dissolve envy, resentment, and self-blame, 90 seconds. Command, speak your declaration with 3T, sealed with under grace. Response, take one small receiving action, ping an old client, send a proposal, post a product, tidy your wallet accounts. Set right expectations within 24 hours means you'll notice event bridges and a clear turn in momentum. Sometimes cash arrives today. Sometimes it's a contract, a discount, a refund, or a pivotal introduction. Keep it ethical. Never call money from a named person. Invite the right solution that lifts everyone involved. If you're ready to stop whispering words of lack, drop a comment. I choose authority over pleading. Subscribe to walk this whole journey where your voice becomes the conductor of your destiny. Next up is step 1, the 90-second reset. A simple, potent ritual to land your mind, quiet your heart, and knock down the delay wall so your gracious command rests on solid ground. Come with me, 3 breaths, 1 line of forgiveness, and 1 tuned declaration, and you may see the first door open today. Remember the feeling of walking into a room and sensing the atmosphere shift. No shouting, just one person speaking slowly and clearly, and the whole room seems to lean toward their frequency. Real authority isn't loud. It's the quiet weight of a decided belief. From Florence Scovel Shinn's lens, your word is the orchestra conductor of life. It sets the tempo for your mind, the order for your emotions, and it cues the orchestra of events outside you to come in on the right beat. When we beg, we're issuing commands in the frequency of lack. When we command, we invite reality to line up with the assumption of sufficiency. The wording may differ by a hair. The results differ by a wall. Most of us were raised in cultures that praise humility as shrink yourself until we blur humility with self-downgrading. We fear being called arrogant, so we whisper to our own dreams. We don't want to bother anyone, so we mumble at opportunity. We dread disappointment, so we pad our sentences with softeners, so failure stings less. But kindness doesn't mean surrendering inner authority. Florence's spirit is speak with love, but do not abdicate your throne. A command is not control over another. It is standing with your divine design and allowing the right thing to take the shortest path to you under grace and in perfect ways. To turn the idea into skill, use the 3T frame, tone, tempo, timing. Tone grounded, warm, natural, as if stating a plain fact. Authority doesn't require a hard edge. It comes from the felt sense of already done. Tip: let your pitch fall. At the end, don't lift it like a question. Tempo: unhurried with space to breathe. Each sentence is a step. Rushed tempo is the rhythm of anxiety. Steady tempo invites the body and subconscious to sync. Timing: speak when the mind is calm. 3 slow breaths soften the shoulders, lengthen the spine. Issuing a command in panic is like trying to draw on stormy water. Try this now, hand over heart, long exhale, and say quietly, "From now on, I speak as one who has received." You don't need 100% belief. Let the body remember first. The mind will follow. Psychologically, you're moving from threat state, tight, belly-hunched shoulders, rapid pulse into safety, slower breath, softer eyes, loose jaw. The body is the microphone of the soul. Whatever frequency you broadcast, life hears. Under every sentence lives a root assumption. Please give me a chance. Assumes I don't have it. I declare the right opportunity opens for me, assumes it already exists in the invisible. I'm calling it into form. The universe mirrors your strongest assumption, not your loudest want. Training yourself to speak as one who already has resets the inner default. When the default changes, habits, choices, and outer signs cascade like dominoes. How do you command without becoming harsh? The secret is the grace clause. Instead of forcing envelope A from person B, speak, "What is divinely right for me in finances arrives under grace and in perfect ways, taking from no one and violating no one's free will." This line is both an ethical fence and a door. It makes room for unexpected routes, a refund, a new contract, lower costs, a profitable idea, a call that turns the tide. You're not shackling the path, you're declaring the destination and letting wisdom choose the route. A day-to-day example. You check your account and today's number isn't there. The old habit sighs. Not enough again. Replace it with, "I declare today's right provision appears now under grace and in perfect ways. I'm ready to receive." Then instead of doom scrolling 30 minutes to numb the worry, take one receiving action with weight, ping a past client, send a proposal audit, an expense you can renegotiate, post a product, or remove a psychic block, apologize to someone, forgive yourself. Command calls, action receives. They're one rhythm. What about emotion? Emotion is fuel, but the right fuel here isn't hyped. Excitement, it's settled assurance. Picture telling a child, "You're safe, I've got this." No shouting needed. Your calm transmits to them. Life reads your nervous system the same way and rearranges accordingly. If you feel jumpy, don't bark 50 commands. Downshift, first 3 slow breaths. Name one small thing you're grateful for. Sunlight, warm mug, a friend's text, then speak once like stating a quiet fact. How can I see results within 24 hours? Change how you measure. A 24-hour result is often an event bridge, a text from an old client, a meeting request, a better rate on a bill, a clean idea, a coincidence that leads to the right person. That's momentum changing direction. Many quit because they only count cash in hand as a result, while spiritual law often opens with signal, step, convergence. Notice the signal, take the step, then the next. This is how the invisible becomes visible. A 60-second pre-command ritual, hand over heart. Say silently, "I release envy, resentment, and self-blame. Today I choose peace." Long, slow exhale, then speak your line. Grace-anchored command templates customized to fit. My words carry loving authority. My right provision rises now under grace and in perfect ways. The right door opens wide for me today. If one closes, a better opens immediately. I receive clear guidance for my first receiving action. 3T. Practice loop. Record 15 seconds of your voice. On playback, ask, is the tone grounded? Is there breathing space in the tempo? Did I speak when calm? Tweak and repeat. 24-hour tracker. Log up to 5 signals. Call email, discount idea, invitation. For each signal, take 1 matching step the same day. Ethics rule. Don't call money from a named person. Don't compel anyone to cover the cost of your past choices. Declare only what is right for all concerned. A small story to help your heart trust what you just heard. Someone in our community spent a month saying, "I need money fast." Nothing moved. She switched to right provision, comes to me today, under grace, and in perfect ways. I opened the door to receive. She sent 1 email to a long silent client. Within 18 hours came not money from nowhere, but a consult booking that became a contract enough to resolve the crunch. The next day, she renegotiated a service fee and got an unexpected reduction. 2 days, 2 receiving doors. That's event bridges converging. When you speak like one who has received life brings the staircase. If your heart feels even a little softer, that's your sign you've touched gentle authority. We're not sugarcoating reality. We're changing where we stand in it. You're no longer the hesitant knocker. You're the host opening the door from the inside. From here, your words don't taste like demand. They carry warmth and decision. Join our circle of grace-based commanders. Comment, "I choose authority over pleading," and name 1 kind of signal you'll watch for in the next 24 hours. Email, discount, small opportunity. Saying it publicly signs an energy contract with your future, and we become witnesses for one another. In the description, you'll find a simple 24-hour tracker. Use it as today's mini journal. Right now, before we move on, take 1 steady breath. Write your shortest command for today, just 1 line spoken as an already settled truth. In part 2, we'll dive into assumption creates reality. How to catch the self-talk that quietly programs scarcity, and how to swap in abundant defaults, so each word you speak isn't a single spark, but a closed circuit that lights the whole house of your life. If part 1 was the doorway from pleading to a gracious command, part 2 is the inner room, where every command gets its seal, your assumption. In the end, the universe doesn't respond to stray sentences. It responds to the strongest assumption running in the background. I'm not enough, or I'm already supplied. Read either line and notice your body tells on you. Shoulders tighten or soften. Breath shortens or lengthens. In Florence Scovel Shinn's spirit, assumption is the already done state you choose to live from, and any truly powerful declaration rises from that place. Try listening to your background voice for just 1 morning. A bill appears and you hiss inside. Seriously again. A friend shares good news and you smile while thinking, "Why not me?" You're about to send a proposal and your hand pauses. They probably don't need this. Those whispers aren't harmless. They're operating commands. Code life reads and mirrors back with uncanny accuracy. So how do you change an assumption? Not by straining to believe harder, but by changing your stance, so body breath and language line up. Use the 3B plus 3T. Body sit tall and relaxed, shoulders easy, chin slightly lowered. A steady body helps the mind believe. Breath 3, slow, even rounds. Inhale to receive, exhale to release. Belief, choose 1 core line aligned with divine design, never grasping, never invading, always under grace and in perfect ways. Then layer the 3T from part 1, a grounded tone, unhurried tempo and right timing, speak when calm. Now your declaration isn't an arrow flung into fog. It's a seal pressed onto a document your life has already signed. Do a quick declaration audit whenever your frequency dips. Catch the lack line, "I probably can't do it." Neutralize it. "I release the story. I don't need it to feel safe." Replace with power. "I declare the right action and the right opportunity appear today under grace and in perfect ways. I'm ready to respond." Journal 3 columns, old line, neutralizer, power line, and repeat whenever your body contracts. You don't have to believe 100% on the spot. We're not shuffling emotions, we're giving them a new seat so peace can drive. Affirmation versus assumption. What's the difference? Affirmation is words. Assumption is the state beneath the words. Someone can recite "I'm wealthy" while the body trembles with fear. That's a floating phrase. Assumption hums like a low, steady tone. No rush, no push. When you say, "Right provision flows to me today," it lands like you're announcing something already arranged. The body nods. Breath is easy. The mind stops arguing. That's your sign you're standing in the already done. Let's decode the roots. Most cramped assumptions come from 4 sources. Family, money is hard, culture. Don't ask for too much identity. I'm bad with money and time change takes forever. We don't blame the past. We return old keys to where they belong. Try a return ritual, hand over heart whisper. I give back beliefs that no longer serve me. I choose what is right for me under grace and in perfect ways. Imagine pulling old nails from a wall. Each one dropping makes room for a new, truer frame. A simple true story. Jacob, a US-based freelancer, used to preface every quote with, "I know this is a bit high, but..." No surprise replies were, "We'll think about it then." Silence. He switched stance, did 3B. First, softened shoulders, slowed breathing, and set the assumption, right value meets the right buyer. His email sounded like authority with care. This package saves 18-22% implementation time in 30 days. Flexible billing. If timing isn't right, I suggest a 15-minute call to refine scope. Within 48 hours, a former client returned with a perfectly sized request. Not magic, just an event bridge opened by a new assumption from beg to authoritative proposal. Your 24-hour assumption practice. Morning, 3 minutes. 1 minute breathe. 1 minute release. 1 minute declare. Write the day's headline assumption. Today, money arrives through unexpected right channels. During the day when you feel a clench, worry, envy, panic, run the 3-step audit. Log 1 door opening signal, email, invitation, discount idea, and take 1 5 to 10 minute receiving action. Night 3 minutes note 3 things that flowed. Give thanks. I sleep in the already done. Switchboard beg. Command phrasing. Probably hard. I choose the easy right path to appear today. I'm not good with money. I learn fast and apply prosperity principles with skill. No one pays this rate. The right person who values this is already on the way. Always add the grace clause under grace, and in perfect ways, taking from no one, violating no one's free will. Show your brain the map of receiving doors, refunds / discounts, returning clients, referrals, payment, incentives, profit ideas, selling unused items, quick micro projects, renegotiated expenses, win-win partnerships, short-term freelance. Seeing pathways reduces panic and invites movement. Pair each signal with 1 same-day step. Run a 7-day experiment. Keep an assumption log, 1 theme per day. Work a debt-saving skill. At week's end, total signals plus outcomes. You'll notice a shift, less grabbing at the future, more precise words, fewer actions with better aim. If you wobble, don't self-indict. Whisper. I return to the assumption of peace, then repeat 3B plus the 3-step audit. A missed beat doesn't ruin the song. It just invites a quick retune. Community invitation to anchor your shift comment with 1 pair. Old assumption, new assumption, e.g. Money comes hard. Money arrives rightly and on time. Publicly writing it places a small energy deposit on your future, and we witness one another kindly. If a comment warms you, tap a heart. That's a real receiving action too. Up next in part 3, a public anchor and a 24-hour route. How to use coded commands inside daily life, track event bridges, and answer life with small, high-leverage steps while keeping the ethic intact, always under grace, always right for all concerned. There's a tiny life-shifting moment when you say out loud in front of witnesses, I choose authority over pleading, and something inside you nods. Yes. From now on, we live like this. From that minute, you stop asking reality for permission. You sign a public contract with your future. Public doesn't mean showy, it means your old shrinking self no longer gets the final say. When you declare it before a community, you make an energy deposit, and life starts building event bridges for your next steps. How do you sign it? Simply but solemnly, I sign my 24-hour contract. My word is law under grace and in perfect ways. I declare today's right provision reveals itself, and I will respond the moment I am called. That last line is the key the command invites, but your response receives. Without response, the rain falls outside while you remain dry inside. Now let's walk the 24-hour loop, a closed circuit, so you can see movement today. Morning reset, command, first response. Sit upright and kind hand over heart. 3 slow breaths. First reset. I release envy, resentment, and self-blame. I choose peace. You're laying the emotional foundation because even a beautiful house needs a steady base. Then speak your command with the 3 T's tone, warm, tempo, unhurried, timing, quiet. I declare today's right provision reveals itself, now under grace and in perfect ways. The right door opens for me. If one closes, a better one opens. Finally, take one receiving step within 10, 15 minutes, send the email, make the call, submit the proposal, renegotiate a fee, post the product, or clear a small corner so your mind can breathe. Don't dismiss the small step. It's your outgoing signal to the field. Midday, the sign game, and how to move. Through the day, you're watching for anything unusual and relevant to your aim, a comment, a text, a line. You overhear a bright idea. When a bridge appears, take one step. A past client likes your post. Check in. A fixed fee. Ask for flexible terms. A friend mentions a tiny opportunity. Request a 15-minute call. You don't have to sprint the whole bridge, just place the next sure step. Each step stamps I received on the contract you signed. Evening, count the flow. Sleep in already done. Hand over heart. Review the day. 3 things that flowed. Maybe it was a reply, a discount, a conversation that untied a knot, or simply a lighter chest. Give thanks not as a ritual, but as the second seal. Then whisper, I sleep in the already done. I wake into open doors. When you sleep in assumption, the subconscious keeps arranging the pieces you were too busy to see. Ethics, your gentle guardrail. Here's where the grace clause becomes a kind fence. We don't call money from a specific person, corner anyone into covering our past choices or command another person's free will. We affirm what's right for all concerned. This clause straightens the flow. It takes from no one, creates no deficit, and finds the smartest route to a willing door where value is exchanged. When doubt knocks, doubt isn't an enemy. It's an unsoothed child. Tell it gently. I don't need to see the whole bridge. I only need to take today's step. Return to breath, warm tone, slow tempo. Real authority doesn't need echoes, it needs endurance. Endurance is built by small, steady steps. 10 receiving doors most people miss. Don't stare at cash today so hard that you miss the other entrances. Life often knocks through refunds, discounts, returning clients, referrals, payment incentives, profit ideas, selling unused items, quick micro projects, renegotiated expenses, win-win collaborations, short-term freelance. Speak your command under grace and life will choose the cleanest, fastest door. Your job isn't to guess the door, it's to open and step when you hear the knock. A living contract and how to edit it kindly. A public contract isn't pressure to be perfect, it's fidelity to direction. If you slip into the old language, this is probably hard smile and amend the contract. I revise my agreement now. I choose the easy right path to appear today. Living contracts allow updates under higher light. Community anchor. Step into our circle where we witness one another. Comment, I sign the 24-hour contract. My word is law under grace, and name one receiving action you'll take within 15 minutes of this video. Send an email, make a call, test a product, renegotiate a bill. Tomorrow return and log one sign you noticed. The power of public lives here. You're no longer alone. We help each other across the bridge. If your chest already feels a little warmer, that's your sign you're ready for what's next. The public contract and the 24-hour loop are your runway. In part 4, I'll hand you the wealth command structure, how to say, my word is law. The right generous money for me arrives now under grace and in perfect ways without strain, how to anchor it in the body, and how to seal it with a single action so reality has no choice but to open the door. When you've signed, time stops opposing you. Time becomes your ally. We've already built the runway in part 3. Now it's time for takeoff. Speak the right master command so reality pivots without strain. Real authority isn't loud or pushy. It sounds like someone who knows the work is already done. In Florence Scovel Shinn's spirit, a word spoken from the already done state with clear spiritual ethics becomes law, always under grace and in perfect ways. Your core money command, write it where you'll see it. My word is law. Large sums of money rightfully mine flow to me now under grace and in perfect ways. I receive and I respond. This isn't about how many times you repeat it, it's about the state you bring to it. Use the 4-layer spine so your line has structure and safety. Authority, name your inner source. My word is law. Notice your chest loosen. That's your body acknowledging the tone. Destination, name the good, not a person. Large sums of money rightfully, mine flow to me now. Leave the channel open, contracts, discounts, refunds, returning clients, ideas, collaborations. Grace claws your ethical fence and shortest route, under grace and in perfect ways. Takes from no one, violates no one. Everyone rises. Receive and respond, seal it in action. I receive and I respond. Do one small concrete step right after. To let the command tune in, bring the 3 T's tone grounded, tempo unhurried, with breaths, timing. When the mind is calm, stand easy, soft shoulders, chin slightly lowered, feet grounded, long inhale, long exhale, then speak. Let your presence talk first, the words follow. 3 practical protocols you can use today. 60-second reset when busy or you need a quick recenter. 10s, soften shoulders plus slow breath. 20s, speak the command once slowly. 30s, immediate response, send 1 text, place 1 call book, 1 slot list, 1 item, negotiate 1 fee. Small is fine, just be specific. 3-minute morning or pre-meeting. Minute 1, reset. I return envy, resentment, self-blame. I choose peace. Minute 2, command, say it 3 times each slower than the last. Minute 3, picture 1 already done scene, plus write 1 strong action and do it after you finish. 10-minute reboot when a day feels stuck. 2-minute breath release, shoulders, jaw, belly. 3-min handwriting, my word is law. X10, handwriting ingrains the state. 3-min action, ma 1. Scan your contacts. Message a past client/partner. 2-min action, number 2. Optimize a proposal/value stack/product image. Context and usage. Real-life moments. Before a call, negotiation, speak the command once. Define success as right for all concerned. I negotiate in grace. The right solution wins. After a rejection, don't crash the wave. Affirm. A better fitting door is opening. I move with that door, then ask, when's a good time to revisit scope? Big bill shows up, skip. Ugh, short again. Say, I declare the right provision for this bill shows up today under grace. Then pick a receiving channel, call. Negotiate, sell an unused item, etc. 5 common mistakes with 10-second fixes. Forcing high rushed voice. Drop the pitch at the end. Add 1 breath between clauses. Parrot mode, empty repetition. Pause, 5s, hand to heart, speak once with soul. Targeting a person, SE, A must pay me. Swap to the right, good arrives under grace. No response, say, but don't act. New rule, finish the command as do 1 5-10-minute action. Measuring wrong, count cash only. Track the 10 doors, discounts, refunds, returning clients, referrals, incentives, profit ideas, selling items, micro projects, cost renegotiations, win-win collabs, short-term gigs, plug-and-play command lines, submitting a proposal. My word is law. The right proposal is accepted in grace, in perfect ways. I receive and I respond. Opening a sale. My word is law. The right customers see me today. Rightful revenue flows under grace. When in debt, my word is law. A graceful settlement appears now under grace. I take the first step. Gentle Q&A for the mind. What if nothing happens? Measure event bridges within 24 hours. Not just cash. Am I being greedy? The grace clause is your fence. The right good lifts all sides. I don't believe 100% yet. Let the body remember first. Belief follows experience. Your 24-hour one-pager A4. Today's command, Hank. 2 5 to 10-minute receiving actions. 5 signals I saw. Heck. One thing I learned, Kank. Closing thanks line. Helm. The 3-sentence email, easy to send. I can help you save 100% in time cost within a days. Here's a lean proposal with flexible billing attached. If timing's not right, can we do a 10 to 15-minute call to refine the scope? Speak the command once before you hit send. Sending is receiving. Set 2 emotional anchors, midday and late afternoon. Each time do a 60-second downshift, command, response loop to keep momentum warm. If your chest feels even a bit warmer right now, hold that note. It means the dial is turning. Keep the command short, gracious and ethical. Seal it with one action, and let the 10 doors do their quiet work. When your word rides on grace, opportunities stop shouting. You simply notice them opening step by step, right on time. Part 5 is where a bright moment becomes a stable rhythm. We're not trying our luck anymore. We're training the tone of our life until reality starts responding as something normal. Real authority isn't loud. It's the steady voltage running under every word you speak, and like a muscle, it grows by consistent cycles. Think of a studio mixing knob. Each day you turn it a little, the static fades, the room warms. That's exactly what this 7-day cycle does. Simple, psychologically smart, and body-friendly, so you stay on track while money and opportunity flow to you under grace and in perfect ways. The 7-day cycle. Doable, steady, under grace, day. 1. Identity, set up. You're not trying anymore. You're the one whose word has law. Morning 3 slow breaths, speak once with the 3 T's, tone, tempo, timing. Write a tiny identity line you carry all day. I speak little trust, deep act clean. Afternoon sign your 24-hour contract publicly in comments or with a friend. My word is law under grace. I receive and I respond. Night log 3 signals, even small ones. Day 2. Clean the language. Catch 3 lack voice lines. This is hard. Probably won't work. I'm bad at this. Run the 3-step audit. 1. I drop this line. 2. I choose peace. 3. Replacement. The easy right path appears today. We're not suppressing thoughts, we're changing who drives. Day 3, open 10. Receiving doors. Write the 10 doors life loves to knock. Refunds/discounts. Returning clients, referrals, payment incentives, profit ideas, selling unused items, quick micro projects, renegotiated costs, win-win collaborations, short-term gigs. Pick 2 doors and take 1 10-minute receiving step for each. At night, give thanks for something specific. Day 4. Raise your voltage with the body. Authority is a body-mind state. Before you give a command, do 60 seconds of downshifting relaxed shoulders, open, chest soften, jaw, soften, gaze. Speak slowly. Drop your pitch at the end. Prioritize wobbly moments, cause pricing negotiations. Always include the grace clause, your ethical fence and shortest route. Tell 5. Turn no into direction. When you hear no, treat it like a road sign. Say, a better fitting door is opening. I move with that door. Rewrite the offer for a truer fit instead of wrestling the wrong one. Night 1 lesson learned, 1 tweak for tomorrow. Day 6, sharpen offers and cash flow. Morning command X3, then tune the proposal name concrete outcomes. Time/cost, saved by percent within a timeframe flexible billing, and invite a 10-15 minute scope call, not a hard close. Afternoon send 2 to 3 3-sentence notes. Every send stamps, received on your command. Day 7, integrate and upgrade assumptions. Review the week which signals repeated, which doors opened fastest, where did you still wobble? Write your upgraded assumption for next week. I run money like an art light, precise under grace. Night ritual, hand to heart. A compact line. My word is law. I receive and I respond. Then sleep in the already done. Your 1-page weekly tracker, print this, today's command. 2 receiving actions, 5-10 minutes. 5 signals you noticed. 1 lesson. 1 thank you. This shifts how you measure. Instead of demanding cash, now you honor the event bridge, the chain of signs that carries you to the nearest result you can receive. Pressure drops, rhythm builds. Rhythm raises voltage, voltage turns the light on. Psychologically, 7 steady days restore something vital, safety to believe. Brains don't trust slogans. They trust repeatable experience. Each small daily signal teaches your nervous system, grace-anchored words plus small steps equal real response. After a week, belief isn't a chant, it's a neural habit. You speak less and each line lands heavier. Golden guardrail, always include this, under grace and in perfect ways. It isn't just spiritual ethics, it's pressure relief. You name the destination and let infinite wisdom pick the cleanest route that lifts everyone. If you feel agitated at I take nothing from anyone, I violate no one's free will. All are raised. Midday anchors, storm plan, and tiny upgrades. Midday anchor X2. Set 2 alarms, midday late afternoon. Each time, 10s breathe, 20s speak your command, 30s take 1 step. When a money storm hits. Pause, 30s. I choose peace. A graceful solution appears today under grace. Make 1 small stabilizing call or action, language upgrade. Swap vague wish verbs, hope wish for power verbs, declare, open, respond, choose. Mirror practice, 90s our day. Stand tall and kind. Slight smile, speak slowly, 1-2 times. Your voice is the home's chord. Community invitation, make it public, make it real. Post, I'm in for the 7-day cycle. Today's assumption, 2 receiving steps. Tomorrow, come back and log 1 signal you saw. Public words create a small energy contract with your future, and we become gentle witnesses for each other. If you only remember 1 thing, remember this line when the mind wants to rush. Offbeat doesn't ruin the song. Do a 3-minute patch breathe. 1 gracious command, 1 tiny receiving step. Authority doesn't need fireworks. It needs continuity, and always end in safety, under grace, and in perfect ways. When you speak like that, you don't push life, life aligns. The lights come on right when you need them. As we close today, take a few quiet breaths and listen for the voice that's become familiar, low, warm, and calm. It's the voice of someone who no longer begs life, but stands in gentle authority. In Florence Scovel Shinn's spirit, your word becomes law when spoken under grace and in perfect ways. You're not yanking reality around, you're calling the right good to you with a peaceful heart and a clear, simple response. Maybe you felt a small shift in your chest, like a light switching on. Keep that light when you leave this screen. Everything we shared only completes itself when it becomes a rhythm in the morning downshift. And make one gracious command. Through the day, notice the event bridges and take one practical step. At night, give thanks and sleep in the already done. If a storm hits, whisper, "My word is law. The right good comes to me now under grace." I open the door and I respond, then actually do one 10-minute action. Carry 3 pillars like 3 foundation stones. Grace spiritual ethics take nothing from anyone, violate no one's free will. Keep the clause under grace and let wisdom choose the cleanest route. Event bridge measure the 24-hour movement by signals and open doors, not only cash in hand, the unexpected route is often the fastest. Response 1 short concrete action is your receipt. It seals the command you spoke, a simple end-of-day ritual to extend your momentum before lights out hand to heart. Name one thing that arrived today, however small, speak your command once, and write one signal you'd love to spot tomorrow, a reply, an appointment, a discount. In the morning, look for the first bridge and step onto it. Do this for 7 days and you'll notice belief stop being a slogan and start becoming a calm reflex. Let's anchor it together. Drop a public comment, your gentle contract with the future. I sign the 24-hour contract. My word is law under grace. My 10-minute response. Specific action. Tomorrow come back and post one signal you notice, text, call, idea, small reduction. We'll witness each other kindly and lift the tone of this whole community one step at a time. If you want to keep practicing, subscribe and ring the bell. Next video, turning the 10 receiving doors into a steady flow, sharpening the 3-sentence email to open calendars, and a 7-day case study so you can see results with your own eyes. If your chest feels warmer right now, tap. Like that warmth is your signal, you've tuned to the right frequency. And if someone you love needs this reminder, share it as a blessing. You're not small, you just haven't used the right voice yet. Before you go, say it once softly but sure. My word is law. The right good comes to me now under grace and in perfect ways. Breathe in trust, breathe out gratitude. Take one small step and let life handle the rest. Your gentle command and ready heart are enough to open tomorrow's door.